Welcome to another edition of the Good Ole Gamers podcast. I'm Lyle McClendon, here as always with Brandon Gentry.
Go fuck yourself, everyone.
You hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, well, everybody's probably been waiting on it. They're like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's about that time of week for Brandon to tell me to fuck myself.
Well, you know, some people like to fuck themselves. Maybe they're just, I'm like their alarm clock. Oh, it's time to go fuck myself.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. It is the wonderful day of September 5th, the year of our Lord 2015.
Yes.
We're coming at you this week again. Same old shit. You know what to, if you listen, you know what to expect from us. So, more lewd behavior.
If you don't, have you found your way here?
Yeah, exactly. I understand you've been sick this week, Brandon.
Yeah, I have. About Tuesday. I missed half of Monday and all of Tuesday at work, and I'm still trying to get over it.
I told you to stop hanging out with them people with loose morale.
Yeah.
Give you something.
Yeah, this ain't been able to wash off yet.
Just dip it in some Clorox.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do.
That sounds terrible. Anywho, we're going to kick it off as always with some news and get rolling.
I don't have a whole lot of news this week, but I understand that you do. So.
I got a few little things, nothing major. A Russian teenager has died from playing Defense of the Ancients, which, like you said, that's Dota, right?
Yeah, it's a MOBA.
Excuse me?
That's a MOBA.
Dota is a MOBA?
Yeah. It's a multiplayer online battle arena.
Just write some...
Which is like League of Legends and all that crap.
Write some sort of hip-hop song.
Yeah.
Utilizing that. But apparently...
Straight out of Dota.
Oh, God. Dude, I'm
sorry. It's
okay. If I see one more straight out of Coleman tag, dude, I'm gonna get hood on somebody. But this is what it looks like. It's not sitting here smoking your cigarettes on the front porch, yelling at trucks driving by. That's the least gangster thing you could do.
Yeah.
That's a whole different podcast entirely. But anyways, a Russian teenager died from playing Dota for 22 days straight.
Yeah.
He broke his leg. 17 years old, broke his leg and had, I think it's called like deep vein thrombosis or something. He had a blood clot because of inactivity, you know, in your broken leg. Then when he finally did move around, it broke loose and killed him. I mean, it sucks. That's sad, but...
Man, he obviously didn't have much to live for anyways.
Oh. Cold-blooded.
Seriously, God, that's one of the most mind-numbing games I've ever played.
The authorities said that they had investigated, and over the past year and a half, this dude had logged 2,000 hours in this game. I'm sure
society's really gonna miss him. I mean,
Did he ever see it to begin with? You know? I mean, that sucks, but shit, you know. There is more to do than play video games.
Yeah,
contrary to popular belief.
Unfortunately.
They're warning people about fake Star Wars Battlefront beta signups that are appearing on the internet.
Uh-oh. So I guess phishing attempts and stuff like that, viruses and all that good stuff.
People are spreading it around already.
Everything out there's got something like that.
Mm-hmm. What do you got? Something you got?
Like I said, I don't have much. Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015 released this week.
You told me about this earlier.
You can get it on Steam for 99 cents, and it's an 8-bit game where it's got several different modes, but the gist of the game is you're a child, one of 3 different children, and you got to find your dad. And basically what it is, a series of levels pop up, like really quick, like less than 10 seconds. 3 dads will pop up taking a shower. You see the 3 pixels of their dong and everything.
Oh my god!
They're taking a shower, and you just got to run to them and touch them because you got to take a shower with your dad, and you just do that in quick succession. It gets pretty difficult because it ramps up, and like obstacles will pop up, like Wet floor signs will trip you up, and puddles will make you slide everywhere and stuff. It's a great fucking game from what I play. It's worth every bit of 99 cents. Several different modes. Everything's some kind of a dad pun. Like it's got
you told me about the
Enduro Dad mode, Dad Athlon, Dad Divisions, Dad Loadable Content.
That's the one I laughed hard at earlier when you said that.
Like every time you start the game, it starts up with a lame dad joke. There's several of them I really like. Like the dad asks, "Son, do you know how many apples grows on trees?" The son says, "How many?" Dad says, "All of them." Or
that's golden.
What happens to a lumberjack when he's can't find a tree to cut down? Son says what? He says he gets stumped. Shit, I will tell my kids.
Dude, those are fucking award winning. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I really recommend going checking out Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015.
Dude, that leads me.
I think I'm gonna put this up on Good Ole Game Fest for people to play.
That's awesome. You should. That leads me to ask you. I thought about something because, as you know, I got my one PC running.
Yeah.
And I'm getting new to the Steam thing, and I'm planning on throwing money your way as soon as Game Fest is over and building me I told Emerald for my birthday I want to build myself a PC.
Sweet.
And I figured we'd do that, but I propose we start. I've noticed there's a bunch of like sexy time games on Steam.
Yes, there are. That's what originally Shit or the Shits was going to be about, but
I propose that we start a segment that's going to be called Steamy Old Games. And it's just going to be like, we find some sort of sexy time game on Steam each week and talk about it. Because there's a shitload of them, I noticed. And I find it humorous because, you know, it's just like the 14-year-old boy out there is like, oh my God, I'm going to get to go home and bang this girl on a text adventure tonight.
Yeah.
Like, so
it's
sad.
always about some kid like going to summer camp and like everyone there is
in Japan.
Every girl there is some chick with like ginormous fucking tits that doesn't wear clothes. It's the same fucking story over and over.
They always need fucking tutoring on their homework.
Yeah.
Or something.
They always look surprised, like their eyes are massive, like, oh, there's something in there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that. As I noticed that looking around, you know, browsing on there the other night. We should do that. Steamy old games.
Yeah.
Steamy old Steam games or something like that.
That'd be awesome. I'm up for that. I guess this isn't really news, but a good while ago, like maybe episode 5 or 4 or 5, maybe. I did a shit on the shit or the shit on Vindictus.
Shit on the shit.
Yeah, shit on the shit or the shit on Vindictus, a game that I mentioned that I liked, but they ruined with a lot of the shit, like pay to win type stuff. They made the game a lot better. I've been playing it recently, so
you're taking your shit back.
Yeah, I'm retracting that one. It's free to play. It's worth checking out.
I'm taking my turds back.
Yeah,
you're gonna give me them logs. Let me inspect those.
Because originally the Vindictus, the only way you could get in-game gear was to pay a shitload of money or to be extremely, extremely lucky. Now it's not that. It's
a little more
like
balanced.
Yeah, you can actually work for it and see progress over time. It's not just win the lottery or give us money. So It's a lot better now. The gameplay was always fun on it, which is why I hated that they went that direction with it. But it's getting a lot better. And from what I've seen, we're several months behind the Korean version, and the Korean version is looking a lot better too. So hopefully they keep on that path.
That's awesome. That's always cool. I mean, maybe your criticism fucking
That's what
changed
did it. That's
that.
what did it. I know they're listening over there at DevCat Korea.
Yeah, dude. We're actually super popular in Korea.
Yeah, we are.
We have our own line of bootleg action figures over there.
Yep.
It's called the Great Old Gamers.
Like, every time I do a rage rant, someone over there commits seppuku because it's about them.
I bring great. Never mind. I'm not. Yeah. We had to adjust our microphone.
Yep.
Xbox One is getting a 60 frames per second remaster of Castle Crashers.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Alex
time,
sent it to me, and I can't. Well, yeah, that's pretty old Steam game, ain't it?
Yeah, it was originally a Newgrounds game.
Big surprise here, which sucks because everybody I've talked to says it's amazing. I've got my copy ordered on the way. Metal Gear Solid 5 suffered a complete server meltdown.
Yeah, I read something about that.
And I'm still thinking, from what I read earlier, that PlayStation 4 servers are still having some issues. Which, I mean, that's to be expected when you got everybody in the world trying to play your new game at once.
Yep. Yeah, I saw most of the news out there I saw was about Metal Gear Solid 5. So I didn't even bring any of it.
It's getting rave. I'm for refusing. I took a bunch of my doubles up to Vault and traded in. Like, I had a couple double Zeldas, and Vault's pretty good about that, by the way. You know, like, giving you trade-in money. And so, they didn't have one in yet, and I got Mark to order me one.
Sweet.
So, he said it'd be here by Tuesday. I'm so fucking excited.
Every other article I've seen has been about it, either about how good it is or about how people are pissed about you getting butthurt because Quiet doesn't wear any clothes and things like that.
Apparently, it's really hard to recruit Quiet on that game. Like, I've seen a bunch of videos. There's like how to recruit Quiet, how to recruit Quiet and utilize her. I don't think she just like joins up with you.
Huh. I don't know anything
I do.
about it.
I've been refusing to like watch any videos or anything.
Don't want to spoil it.
I don't at all because I'm a big Metal Gear fan, and I have heard though the open world system is amazing.
Huh.
So they said there's thousands different ways you can tackle your mission. Like you can sneak in over here. You can, wait till the weather's different and go do this mission and come back, and it'll alter the environment for this one. Just shit like that.
That's cool.
So it would, I'd see it having like good replay.
Yeah.
A replayability. Excuse me. I seen where Fallout 4, they're recording the voice dialogue right now. Fallout 4 has more dialogue than Fallout 3 and Skyrim combined.
Huh.
They're saying. And I seen where another racist fucking game has appeared on Steam, and they pulled it. Slave Tetris.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. People have too much time on their goddamn hands.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Good thing they pulled it, though. Fuck you to the creator of that.
Yep.
Good job.
Reminds me of...
making us look like idiots.
Seeing Holocaust Tycoon on the internet some years ago.
Oh, goddamn, I remember that. People have no fucking shame, dude.
I would have thought that game makers are racist. Like, you're smart enough to make a game.
You're still fucking racist. Yeah. Like, it blows my mind. That's pretty much all I got for news.
The only other thing I've got for news is more or less a small discussion topic. Is the recent round of drama going around for the retro VGS.
Yeah.
Anyone who's followed their Facebook sees it.
Me and you talked about this the other day.
They've been doing a lot of long spills and posts about,
people are bitching about the price.
About the price, yeah. Yeah, and they've been going on really long explanations of why. And I'm just like...
Well, he told us straight up, go back and listen to the Mike Kennedy interview, by the way, if you haven't heard it. But he straight up told us on there. We asked him. He straight up said it's not going to be cheap.
Yeah.
Because, they're not giving you a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're not buying one of these fucking Atari clone consoles that you get at Dollar General for $30, $40,
I don't know. I think they ought to just lay off the long explanations and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. You can get behind it.
Be more confident about it.
It looks really weak on their part, I think. I got a couple issues with what they could do to make the hardware cheaper, like the FPGA processor they have in there. For those that don't know, it's a processor that can emulate any other type of processor. If it wants to be a Genesis, it can be a Genesis. If it wants to be a Super, it can be a Super.
If it wants to emulate a Model 32 Sega board, they can do that.
It's cool, but I think it's completely unnecessary. And it itself, from what I've read, adds $50 to the console. Like, no matter how many they make, how many they order, they're $50 each. And the reason why I think it's not going to be as useful as maybe they're thinking is the only real use it has, from what I understand anyway. I could always be wrong, but there's all these people who've made homebrew games for the Super and the Genesis and things like that, and that's what it's mainly for. They could write the games for those consoles and then play it on the retro VGS. But how many people really do that?
Yeah.
Could you name 10 games that you really want to see from that on there? So why are we adding $50 on there to do that? So but you know that they want to do this, is their dream. Fucking stand by it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You're gonna have people that's gonna fucking hate on it, no matter what you do. You could be doing, Nintendo could announce tomorrow that they're gonna fucking make a console that's more powerful than Xbox One, PS4 combined, and have an M-rated Zelda. All this shit that people...
For free.
Yeah, for free. And people would still find a way to bitch and moan about it, you know? But I do agree with what you said, though, like, them having to refute, like, all this shit, and then pretty much sound like they're trying to prove themselves on it. I'm like, just be confident with it, and that shit will sell itself. Like, people
just
are
say
wanting
what
it.
you put in it and why, and leave it at that. I think it'll be successful if they do that. Just the way they went about, like you said, refuting criticisms and stuff in that way. Man, I appreciate that they're trying to be honest and open. I do like that, but at the same time, this comes off as not confident in their own product, and I don't know. Right now, they're about to start a Kickstarter. Sales is the thing that they
Kickstarter starts this month, doesn't it?
Yeah, like they need to sell it. That's what it boils down to. They don't need to do all these long explanations and refutations. Just sell it. Get some people pumped and sell it.
If the console is as badass as it's claiming that it's going to be, throw it out there. Yeah. People will see that shit, you know? I was just kind of worried because a lot of the only software for it that you're seeing that's produced right now is the packing game.
Yeah.
And a port of Supernova's art.
Well, Songbirder's going to be.
Yeah. That's for sure going to be a launch?
Yeah. As sure as it can be.
Yeah.
And also, I saw that they're planning on releasing some adapter cards, so you can play your old shit on there.
That's cool.
So if you want to throw an NES game on there, you just have to get that little adapter, and then you can play your NES.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm
going to own one if possible.
Yeah.
Maybe, Mike, if you're listening, you could just, you could send the Good Ole Gamers one, and we would be very, very good testers.
We would.
For your retro VGS. And we would shoot you straight,
Yep, like we just did.
Yep. True that. Well, that's about all for the news, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not going to have a rage rant tonight. I've been sick this week.
Oh, won't.
I haven't felt the hate flow through me. So
press that Price is Right.
Yeah. I'm still fighting it off. I can't get mad, really.
Well, I'm going to do tonight's rage rant then. I have a micro rage rant. All I'm going to say is this. I'm sick and fucking tired of the little plastic coffee cups that you get when you go through the drive-thru. If you don't want to fucking burn yourself with your coffee, you shouldn't be driving with it. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, shit.
Good one. You did me justice.
Thank you.
You raged in my stead.
Dude,
you're my rage champion.
That makes me feel valiant inside. I guess since you're not gonna do that, we could do. I'm fixing to plan an intro for this too to play. We could do Vault's Game of the Week.
Week.
Vault's Game of the Week is actually one that me and you like pretty well, and that's actually an inspiration to our t-shirts that we currently own.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Two Crude Dudes for Sega Genesis. Yes. Fire rises. It's old school Genesis beat 'em up. Dude, I'm trying not to be a idiot like right now and look it up.
So everyone knows we're idiots.
Well, yeah, I know, but I kind of want to, I don't want the listener to feel like an idiot from what I tell them. I'm trying to look up the fucking Wikipedia.
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? He's been kidnapped by ninjas.
I wouldn't save our current president. I'd be like, let the ninjas have the motherfucker.
But you could go eat hamburgers with
Okay,
them.
I'm an idiot. I've been saying it. The name of the game in Japan is Crude Buster.
Huh.
That's weird. Look at the...
Wow.
But, yeah, okay, I was right. Two Crude Dudes is a Data East game.
Yeah.
For Sega Genesis. Come out in 1991, and it's a beat-em-up. In the game, players are one of the two mercenaries hired by the U.S. government to stop the terrorist organization known as Big Valley. Their objective is to retake control of a ruined...
Your mom has a Big Valley.
Yeah. Their objective is to retake control of a ruined New York City from Big Valley after a nuclear explosion has happened. Of course.
So it's not like the two bad dudes that I know that well.
No.
Where you go save Ronnie.
No. I don't... Is it?
No.
Okay.
It don't sound like it.
I don't know. It's a lot like Streets of Rage, though.
Oh, nice.
It's old school beat 'em up.
Yeah, Streets of Rage.
Final Fight, Streets of Rage kind of deal. But it's good. I actually, fun story. The copy Vault has is my former copy of it.
Sweet.
I bought it and I traded in, so it is complete. They have a copy in the box with the manual and all the paperwork.
And it's tied to Good Ole Gamers podcast. He'll get you a piece of history.
Yeah, go down there and buy it up from them. Yeah, you can
call him right now.
You'd be like, shit. Oh my God, Lyle McClendon used to own this. Oh, I could smell the degradation in it. But yeah, Vault's got it down there, so pick you up a copy. If you're relevant to North Alabama, Coleman in particular, if not, call them. They got a good selection.
Yeah, they do. Really good selection.
From like Atari 2600 all the way up to the modern stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing they really don't have is like old PC games, and that no game store carries that shit.
Because everyone just downloads it.
Oh yeah, I mean, get on old DOS box, get what you want. But yeah, check out Vault. If they don't have it, they can look it up and they can get it for you. Like I said, they got me a Metal Gear Solid ordered. Just fucking excited about that.
They're going to be a Good Ole Game Fest.
They are. They're going to have a vendor table, and Vault is sponsoring the prizes.
Yeah.
We're going to have gift cards, and we're not 100% positive, but more than likely for Melee, it's going to be like a $150 gift card, another $100 gift card, and then a $50 one elsewhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can get a hell of a lot of shit for $150 bucks at Vault. Vault's good on prices too. They've been really good to us. We like dealing with them. Good people. Good little mom and pop video game organization.
They are. Very, very customer oriented. I never seen them make a customer wait to bullshit or take a break or anything.
Oh yeah.
They take care of business.
So definitely keep those guys in your thoughts and go check with them. I made that sound like they needed prayer or something. Yeah. Like, go check out Vault. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, since you're not going to do Rage Ran, I guess I can do my Arcade Arcana for this week. Since our topic, in case you haven't figured out, as we haven't said it, you will know when we want you to know, pretty much. But we are talking about Sega Genesis tonight.
Yes, the Genesis.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my God, I love you, Brandon. Dude, that's amazing. Every time that word's said tonight, cue Phil Collins' ass. For tonight's Arcade Arcana, though, last week I did Alien 3 The Gun.
Yep.
Which uses close to the same cabinet and board that this does. It's a little more modern. And a game that you and I both played at Southern Fried Game Expo. Star Wars Trilogy Arcade.
Nice.
One of my favorite arcade games. It's a little more of a modern one, but Brandon, for example, had never played it.
Yeah,
until
that was my first experience with it.
We went, so I figured not everybody's played it. you have a joystick, and that's it, like a flight joystick.
Yeah.
And you got a shooter button. There's a trigger button, or there's one where your thumb's at. They both do the same thing.
Yeah, you can just alternate depending on if you get tired, because there's a lot of shooting.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's it came out in 1999, and it's a 3D rail shooter. It's based on the original Trilogy. This game actually come out when the special editions of the original Trilogy released. That's why Sega... It was kind of like Sega's remake of the original Star Wars arcade.
Yeah.
But you can pick between the Death Star battle from A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you go in the trench, use the Force, Luke. You know, all that shit. You can play
science, use the Force.
Yeah. You can... Science doesn't exist here. But you could pick that, or you could play the Hoth battle, or you could pick the Endor battle. Well, you know, they're self-explanatory if you know anything about the fucking Star Wars movies. The first one, you're in an X-wing.
Yeah.
You know, you blow the Death Star up. Then the Hoth battle, you fly and take down AT-STs.
And the snow speeder, I want to say.
Yes. Yeah. And the little droids that that float, you know.
The big scary black ones.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what those are called.
Surveillance droids or whatever they were.
Something. It's the same things that drive you fucking nuts in Shadows of the Empire on 64. But those, and then the Endor battle is you're on the speeder bike to begin with. You do that, you have a spaceship scene, and then there's a second level to each level you pick that's like a shooter scene where, you know, you shoot stormtroopers and shit like that. Hoth battle, you work your way through a Hoth base, and then Endor, you work your way to the place they go at the end of... Dude, I'm gonna get crucified by Star Wars nerds. That go to where the satellite dish is on Endor.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot your way through there, and it's fucking hilarious because you'll be working your way through shooting like the rebel scouts and stuff, and there'll just be fucking Ewoks for no random reason running by with their arms just straight up in the air, like, ah! You know, running away.
You can't shoot them.
Yeah. And like, it's kind of humorous, but...
I was hoping he could shoot them, and then even if it took off health points, it'd be worth shooting them. I hate those little fuckers.
You're not a fan of Ewoks?
Little ass rapers? No.
Oh.
I just look at him, my butthole puckers.
I won't tell Wicket Warwick or whatever the fuck his name is. You said that.
Okay. Fucking.
Anyways, you do that, and there's a couple bonus levels between. There's one where you fight Boba Fett on Jabba's skiff, his boat above the Sarlacc pit. And what it is Boba Fett will go to shoot at you, and an arrow will flash on the screen in the direction you just swing the joystick, because you're holding a lightsaber at this point. And you deflect shots he's firing at you and deflect them back into him. That's how you damage him. You beat all 3 levels, you get a fucking... There's a final run on the Death Star where you actually blow the Death Star up. Well, you do that, then you get the bonus where you get to fight Vader. Yeah. And Vader's just like Boba Fett, but instead of deflecting shots he's doing, you're counter... you're defending
you're
his fucking...
his
lightsaber blows, exactly. Thank you. Not up to lingo on my sword fighting terminology.
Parry. Block. Parry.
But, yeah. And you do not Boba Fett into the Sarlacc pit, which is a plus.
Yeah.
So, he does indeed fall into the Sarlacc pit. But it's a fucking good game. It's fun. It's pretty quick. Like, you can play through it in about 25, 30 minutes, I think. Which, I mean, that's like a lot of arcades. You beat, Moonwalker in 20 minutes?
Yeah. Me and my stepson beat that last time we was up at that.
Eating chimps and turning into robots and shit. Yeah. I mean, there's not much more. We just pretty much covered the entire game.
Yeah.
But Star Wars Trilogy
out
Arcade, there's not any ports of it that I know of. It's straight arcade only. Sure, you get it if you got a good computer with a good form of MAME or Hyperspin or some shit. But get a Sega
ROM,
Model 3 emulator. Yeah, it's a great game though. So I urge you, if you randomly come across it or something,
Yeah.
Give it a chance.
Give it a buck and try it.
Yeah, get butt. It's really good. I guess we can go ahead and get on with our topic tonight, can't we?
Let's get on topic.
And of course, we are talking about the Sega Genesis. Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Can you feel the Genesis?
God, I fucking hate Phil Collins. I hate Phil Collins so bad.
Dude, boo.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You like Phil Collins?
Yeah. I'm a fucking drummer, Brandon. I gotta like Phil Collins.
No, you don't.
He's a white guy that can play drums and sing at the same fucking time. I have to like Phil Collins.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He wrote all them great Disney songs, though, man.
I know your problem. Give me your Ritalin.
Give you what?
Give me your Ritalin.
I don't have Ritalin.
Yeah, you must have taken it all.
I don't
You
have.
take all your Ritalin and listen to Phil Collins. I don't need to give you some Riddle out.
I don't like the way you're fucking talking to me right now.
You
Coming into my house talking shit about Phil Collins.
You remember that South Park episode with Phil Collins and the Ritalin?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, all the kids are taking Ritalin and they get high and go listen to Phil Collins. And Chef had to get some scientists to give him some Riddle out.
I haven't seen that.
That was great.
I've seen the Aqua Teen episode, or no, it's Aqua Teen the movie. It always plays like that song.
Oh yeah.
He's like, and do you ever sense that there's something constantly in the air tonight? I didn't have a Sega Genesis until I was a little bit older.
I never had one.
Imagine that.
Yeah. I'm just a
Peace.
loser.
No, you're not. Don't be down on yourself.
I emulate this shit though.
The first... See, okay, I got my Genesis, and I only had like 4 Genesis games for a long time. Because I was still more focused on like buying for Nintendo and shit then. And 2, I'm pretty sure by the time my aunt bought me my Genesis, and by the time I had a Genesis, like PlayStation and 64 were already coming around, like... I had a Genesis and I had a 32X. Which we'll save 32X for a separate occasion, but I had Sonic 2, of course. You know, everybody's played Sonic 2. RoboCop vs. Terminator, which is a game I'll get into in a little bit. Disney's Aladdin, which is
Aladdin was great.
Another good one. And Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. Those are like the 4 games I had the longest. Then, you know, I started adding the Sonic games. I guess we can start there. I mean,
yeah.
We've covered Sonic games before, but...
The Mario of Sega.
Mm-hmm. I remember Sonic and Knuckles coming out.
That was the best one.
That was a big deal, just the fact that you could go back and play the old games, you know, with...
Yeah.
With Knuckles now.
That was pretty
You could only play 2 and 3 on Sonic and Knuckles. I don't think you could play Sonic 1 on there.
I don't think you could. Cause
Sonic 1 didn't have tails in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't even have tails. I'm real rusty on my Sonic, but I was pretty sure it didn't have tails. But
So,
yeah.
Genesis has some really good stuff on it.
The cool thing about those Sonic games for the time, there weren't many games, I don't know of any other games that went that fast. Like,
no.
The other systems couldn't do it.
Genesis had blast processing.
Yeah.
Is what they called it. Blast processing. But, yeah, dude. That's what amazed me about Sonic when I was a kid. Just like, God, look at how fast it moves.
Yeah, and then he went and played something like Toe Jam and Earl and it went so slow. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I remember I used to be upset before I owned a Genesis. Like, I would see advertisements for franchises that I loved and the Genesis was getting a game. And I was just like, I can't believe that they were making a game for Sega. I just remember being let down. Like, the first one, Ninja Turtles. Hyperstone Heist, which is like one of the best Genesis games ever. I remember seeing the ad for it and just being like, I can't believe that Sega's putting out a Ninja Turtle game. I was so let down. I was so hardcore aligned with Nintendo when I was a kid.
You know, Genesis seems like had a lot better selection of those action-y beat-em-ups.
Because Genesis does what Nintendo.
Yeah, but Nintendo had the RPG market way better.
I mean, Nintendo, they had the games, period, you know, but...
I mean, if you wanted the faster action beat 'em up games, I think
Fighting
Genesis
games
was
were
fighting games
on
yeah.
Genesis too. Now I do like the Mortal Kombats. I like the SNES ports better. They're a little more. I don't know.
One problem a lot of
They're
those
cheap.
games had was the sounds on the Genesis.
The Genesis sound is fucking
They
terrible.
got annoying quick.
And if you think the old ones are bad, like the new Genesis models that are out that are made like by AT Games and shit, they use like really cheap ass sound cards on them. And
no.
dude, it makes the shit sound 100 times worse.
I remember playing Golden Axe on the Genesis versus the arcade, and the sound on the Genesis just drove me fucking insane. Like, it would stop the music while you're playing this to play the shitty ah!
Oh god. Ugh. I liked did you ever play any of the Shinobi series?
I've never gotten into Shinobi.
Dude, especially Shinobi 3. Fucking awesome. Got a lot of huge boss battles and shit.
Yeah, they look really awesome. I never put my hands on them.
We'll have to play them. I have all 3 of them actually. They're good. Genesis had some weird shit on it. There's an old game I have now, and I remember it from when I was a kid. I would rent it. It's called Chakin the Forever Man.
Huh.
You ever heard of that shit?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's weird. It's got some of the best fucking music though for a Genesis game in it, because it's like a heavy metal 16-bit soundtrack.
Okay.
And it's a really dark game. We might actually, after we get done now, we might throw that shit in and play a little bit of it. It's incredibly fucking difficult. I've never even beat a level on it, because you can pick the levels as you wish.
Huh.
Dude, I can't. I need a walkthrough or something. It's fucking difficult. Like, really, really hard.
Never had my hands on it. Well, I've never owned a Genesis, so I've only played while I played at friend's house or rented. I've never owned one. I'd say I've had my hands on it. But, I've rented it, I played it at a friend's house, and I've emulated it. That's as far as... I never owned a Sega console till Dreamcast.
What's some of the games you've emulated?
Fantasy Star games.
Oh, definitely.
I originally, because like I said, I started with the Dreamcast, which is that was the last Sega console.
Yeah, that was it.
Fantasy Star Online introduced me to the Fantasy Star series, and I went back and emulated some Fantasy Star. Really difficult, good RPGs. They played, a lot of them kind of reminded me of Eye of the Beholder, the way you play through the dungeons.
Yeah.
You had that kind of pseudo 3D, like, turn left, right, or go straight, dungeon crawling type mechanic. A lot of it didn't make a whole lot of sense because the translations weren't the best in the world. Especially like the names of enemies, like Dark Falls and just things like that. Just
little things that are lost in translation.
Yeah, Dark Loser was one of them. Because that's what it translated to.
I know a few of those.
Yeah. It just didn't make much sense even now it don't make much sense, but yeah, the Phantasy Star games, they were good RPGs. Some of the few good RPGs on Genesis. That and I think Shining Force. I never had my hands on Shining Force.
I like Shining Force pretty well. I've only played one of them. I can't remember which one it was. No, am I thinking of Shining Force or Shining in the Dark?
I have no clue.
I can't remember. So I'm just not going to talk about that one anymore.
Don't talk about it.
I'm not.
Gunstar Heroes is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Even though you play it as like this deformed mongoloid chibi anime guy.
Yeah. Gunstar Hero, that is dude, I forgot.
It's like Contra on crack.
Yeah.
It's just very anime, just extremely frantic. And
that's one good thing that the Genesis did. Genesis had the really colorful.
Yeah.
Like it could pull off the cartoon style graphics fairly well. That was a good one. Fucking Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. I'll go ahead and get out of the way. That was so much better than the fucking Street Fighter World Warrior port we had at the time.
Arms and drive me nuts. Hold on.
We're making microphone adjustments.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. It keeps drooping.
It's getting old, Brandon. It can't stand up all the time.
I was gonna say something bad, but in case my wife ever goes and listens to that, I'm not gonna.
You dog.
She don't buy that excuse.
Yeah. We're just gonna change the subject. You want some Fireball?
I'll take me some Fireball and drink me some antifreeze.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be invincible. No one can freeze me.
Have you ever seen Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan? Antifreeze. Yeah. Racism. Dude, I do like Suburban Commando, even though that's a piece of shit movie.
Yeah.
This is not your cat? No. Wow. Cat flies off to space and dies.
Yeah, I gotta download that and let my stepson watch it because he's, Undertaker's made a comeback in WWE.
I seen that recently.
And he's like all about Undertaker now. Like he's caught into almost like the mystical side of it, Like,
yeah.
He's not of this world. He's the dead man. So he enjoys it quite a lot. I want to show him an old Undertaker with a mullet.
That's fucking awesome. Speaking of that, like WWF, did you ever play any of the WWF games on Genesis?
I have not. I'll admit, I didn't get into wrestling games until the 3D because the 2D games mostly
Royal
sucked.
Rumble, dude, was fucking phenomenal.
Was it?
And it might be a piece of shit now, but dude, me and my friend Travis, when we were kids, like, used to play that shit pretty hard. I remember I could get Hulk Hogan or Sting, back when Sting still had the green makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And just, like, fuck shit up by just tapping buttons.
All Sting's made a comeback, too, in wrestling. I think he's working on retiring, actually.
He probably needs to.
Yeah, he's like 56 years old. He's older than Undertaker.
He looks way younger. He's lived
Undertaker.
longer than the rest of... Well, about 60s when they start dying, I've noticed. Like,
yeah.
Randy Savage died at 60.
He's got a title shot coming up at the next big pay-per-view. I'm going to watch it. Yeah, I'm hoping... Up when he wins the title and then he gets in a feud with Undertaker and they like kill each other in a casting match and retire. Like, that's what needs to happen.
Nice. Dude, I thought about getting a hold of Matt Glover one night and us doing like our own little rumble. I'd like to get fucking WCW versus NWO.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Or get Warzone, WWF Warzone and play one
If
night.
we can get a hand on a copy, we might see if we can throw like an impromptu free tournament of that at Game Fest.
Oh, that'd be great, man.
It would be.
Like a little Royal Rumble.
We'll participate in the free tournaments if we want to. We're gonna abstain from the paid ones.
I am gonna participate in the Mario speedrun. Okay. Not to win anything.
This is like
just to see if there's anybody.
Anyone want to knock you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a douche like that. I'm thinking about offering two styles of speedrun though. I'm thinking about offering the 5-minute warp method where you can see how far you can get in 5 minutes flat, or just doing you can run it from world 1 to whatever you can get in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Offer a game A and a game B pretty much. But anyways, back on fucking Genesis. Have you ever played RoboCop vs. Terminator on Genesis?
No.
So goddamn violent, dude.
Is it?
Like, you shoot, there's these big fucking dudes in the level that they're just like hulked up bald dudes with wife beaters and fucking shotguns, and when you shoot them, they just go, wah! It's got that real bad voice effects in it.
Yeah.
It's like digitized by Virgin Interactive, and like, they'll go, wah! And just like turn into like a huge ball of blood and like disappear.
I love that shit.
Oh, so dude, it's like one of the most violent games. There's a code you can put in where you make it, it's originally rated MA13. Sega had their own rating system initially. But it was rated MA13, and there's actually a fucking code in that game where you can make it rated like MA17, and it's got female killers in it, because, it was a big deal to kill a woman in the game back in the day, and you shoot them, and they just go, and like fold into themselves. I don't know how to explain it, like,
they just
go, and turn into a blood cloud, like, in the middle. Yeah. Like, they turn themselves inside out almost.
Their whole body menstruates.
Yeah, pretty much. It's fucking crazy. The Jurassic Park games on Genesis were fucking good.
Also never played those.
You can play as Grant or a raptor.
Oh, fucking sweet.
And then Rampage Edition was the same way. Rampage Edition was just like new levels based on... And they even made a second one, I think, but it was... Dude, the Jurassic Park games are badass. We'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
They look really good, too. Like, they used like digitized images from like the movie.
Yeah.
So it looks like the fucking T-Rex from the movie. They were really fun.
Comic Zone was pretty fucking sweet.
Fucking Comic Zone, nice.
It was a side-scrolling, like, 2D
Beat 'em
platformer
up.
/ beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Where like every screen you're at was a comic book panel, and you'd see kind of the other panels around you. And
The guy would draw the enemies in on the panel and shit.
Yeah, the Comic Zone was fucking awesome.
That was a very creative game.
It was.
Like, and it's fun to play too. It's hard as shit.
Yeah.
But it is fun as fuck.
I wish I could have got my hands on that as a kid. I would have loved that so much.
Yeah, dude. Comic Zone is great. Fucking, I mentioned earlier, Ninja Turtles, Hyperstone Heist.
Yeah.
It plays just like Turtles in Time and shit, but it's different levels. You can beat it in 30 minutes, so it's a short one, but it's a good one.
Okay. Well, I mean, Genesis has those beat 'em ups and shit down pat.
Streets of Rage series, man.
Streets of Rage was the beat 'em up.
All fucking 3 of them are good.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the second one's probably the best.
The second one's my favorite.
Second one was the first one, but better. So I mean, it's just awesome.
The third one is good, but it kind of seems like it tries to be a little bit too fast paced.
Yeah.
And it doesn't keep up.
I love it's the 2-player co-op on it. I know was really good, and I loved how you punch like a garbage can or something, and then like a hamburger or not hamburger, was it a turkey would come out for food.
Yeah. I'm gonna
eat
eat this old garbage can, tuck it out here,
and get stronger.
Yeah, by stronger, I'm gonna deplete my immunity system with fucking salmonella. Death will befall me. But
it's one of the few beat 'em ups I know of that I've played that didn't have extremely annoying noise on it.
Yeah, I love the death noises and all the old beat 'em ups. Whoa!
Yeah. You're like,
ouch! I fell and hurt my stomach.
Exactly like that.
It's just we got that Betty call. That's what we got to get some kung pao noises.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so fucking good. See, what else for Genesis?
Altered Beast.
Altered Beast, yes.
Yeah, he was another beat 'em up. But he was just like this overly muscular dude running around, and like at the end of the level, roughly the end of the level, you transform into like a werewolf or a tiger guy, a dragon dude. It's pretty damn cool beat 'em up.
It is a port of an arcade game as well. Aladdin. We mentioned that earlier.
One of the best little adventure games.
Yeah, dude, looks so fucking good.
It looks just like the cartoon.
Yeah, man. It's like all hand animated.
Yeah.
Cell graphics. I'm sorry. I seen the microphone shake a little bit, and
I think I'm gonna actually invest in a real shock mount for it eventually. They had to redesign that one completely. But anyways,
people can fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
Genesis has one of the only awesome ports of Ghostbusters.
Does it?
It's nothing like the Atari or Nintendo one. It's a side scroller, and you shoot like little proton blasts. It's fucking fun as shit.
So is that Ghostbusters Contra almost?
Yeah, kinda. It's not as chaotic as Contra, but yeah, it plays a lot like it.
Speaking of Contra Hardcore.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That was one of the better Contras.
Yes, I like the little robot you could play as, man. Or the wolf guy was a badass too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. I'm glad you brought that up. I completely overlooked Contra Hardcore.
I really love the shitty pun. It's spelled hardcore as in hard corpse.
Yeah.
I guess you'd say, as a military unit. Really fucking great Contra game. I'm sad that it didn't come to the Super. I might have had my hands on it as a kid.
Yeah. It was pretty inventive for the Contra games, too.
Yeah.
It added some new elements.
Yeah, it did.
Castlevania Bloodlines for Genesis is a good one.
Way out of the loop on that one.
I picked it up recently. It's I want to say though Bloodlines is the American release of and if you know more than me, actually I know I'm wrong here. I think Dracula X for Super Nintendo is the American re-release of Rondo of Blood, which was like Japanese only. So maybe Bloodlines was a Genesis exclusive, and I'm not sure. Bloodlines may have been a fucking port of a Japanese game, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
On another console. I almost said, like, Bloodlines was the American port of Rondo of Blood, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm not gonna... Don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna quote you on it.
You better not. Booger Man for Sega Genesis. What up on that? We've talked about Booger Man before.
Yeah. I only had my hands on it at Super, but how was it on the Genesis?
It's just like the Super. It plays a little bit looser.
Okay.
It feels more like Earthworm Jim kind of on the Genesis.
Well, that's not bad.
It doesn't. I don't guess it's as stiff as the SNES version. It's not bad though. I like it.
How's the sound on it?
I mean, it's a Genesis game.
Genesis game.
Yeah. Genesis had a inline skating game that I actually liked called Skitchin'.
Huh.
As
Never
a kid,
heard of
you
it.
can hang on the back of cars and sketch rides and stuff. It's like Road Rash, but rollerbladers.
Huh.
You can like punch people and pick up sticks and club them in the head and shit.
That sounds badass.
It's pretty fun, man. It's just one of them days, it's tragically 90s. Like, it's got a lot of that tood to it, you know what I mean? Like, overly 90s. It's full of tood.
Yeah.
It kind of, yeah, rad. Kind of gets fucking annoying, but it's pretty good.
Sweet.
I liked it. I'm looking over at my Genesis rack right now, like...
Yeah, I'm tapped out on my experience in Genesis.
Oh my god. Say something and fill like 3 seconds of air.
Man, I don't know.
Talk about your sickness. How was it?
I was bleeding out my butthole for 3 days straight.
God.
I was on the beach and on, just waiting for help.
And it never arrived.
It never arrived. I bled out my butthole till I died. I got better though.
Well, the only other game that I haven't really... Oh, okay, yeah. I'm an idiot. The Splatterhouse series.
What's that?
You've never played any of the Splatterhouses?
Never even heard of it.
It's like, it's a Namco game. Splatterhouse 1 came out for TurboGrafx 16. 2 and 3 are out on Genesis. You play this guy named Rick, and Rick's girlfriend, Jennifer, gets kidnapped by this fucking demon thing. And he finds this mask. It kind of looks like a Jason mask, but kind of not. And when he puts it on, the mask, like, engulfs his body and turns him into this, like, semi-invincible fighter that can, like, get ripped to pieces and regenerate.
Huh.
And you just play this guy and you fight through these monsters. Like, the second one, you fight through, like, a bunch of, like, a graveyard and, your basic-ass fucking horror levels, and you fight a boss. And the third one, you're in a house. And you have to use a map to find your way. It'll be like, get to this room to save Jennifer. If you're not this room in 10 minutes, the monster will kill Jennifer. And you'll get to the room, and it'll show him bite Jennifer in half. And it's violent. And it'll make the story change from there. It's got, like, multiple story endings that can branch out
That's
from.
pretty damn cool.
It's not bad. It's a Namco game I would recommend.
Okay.
They're kind of hard to find. 2's about a $60-$70 game by itself. 3 is more like $40 to $50, but I mean, you can emulate them, of course. But,
yeah. Or go on down the vault. I might be able to get you a copy.
They could. I'm sure they could. They're fun as fuck though. There's more Genesis games we could talk about, but I pretty much just pulled together the ones I've played a shit ton of.
That's all I've done.
So we'll continue our Genesis discussion later on in part 2. Maybe we can get together and we'll just go through a bunch of shit we haven't played.
Yeah.
And do another one later on.
Yep.
So there's a few more games
all
we
these
can talk
big
about.
system spanning topics that we've done, we've mainly just covered the shit that we've played a lot.
Yeah, I mean that leaves it open. We could do fucking
we could do
50 Genesis episodes.
Yeah, same with Super Nintendo. We could do that from now till the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
We got an Arcana episode coming up.
We do. I'm fixing to start working on it.
Yeah.
Our longtime fan, Colin, is going to do the show with us. Pretty excited for him to come see where the magic happens,
Yeah.
I guess.
If there's gonna be any room for them, it might have to set on the TV.
Yeah, we and Brandon were talking. We're getting, we do have Good Ole Game Fest coming up, and we're getting ready for that shit. I went and bought us some TVs today because we gotta have like 22 CRT TVs. And I was telling Brandon earlier, it looks like we're running a fucking theft ring in here. It looks like, with the first Ninja Turtles movie, where you see that warehouse with the Foot Clan and all the kids. That's what it fucking looks like in here. Like, I just want to open my door and some dude with a shitty crew cut standing there and be like, "You smoke? Well, yeah, what you got? You got regulars? Oh, you got menthols?" He just hands you both of them. Here. Just party on. Go, Master Tetsu's walk through. Go, play. But I guess that'll conclude tonight's Sega Genesis topic. just one more time, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Lord, if I keep drinking this whiskey. I don't even think Phil Collins can play drums anymore because he's all like old and fucked up now.
I love the South Park version of him singing. He's like, "You are inside of me. I can feel you inside of me." That's about how good he sounded singing in the episode too.
I need to look that shit up.
It is awesome. It's one of the earlier episodes.
Well, Brandon, you got a shit or the shit for us tonight?
I do.
Oh, shit.
I finished up my run of Hearthstone. And it met all my expectations of sucking shit.
Oh, yeah?
I wanted to pull some sound clips from it, but if I had to hear it again, I would have brought a gun and shoot myself in the face.
Well, I got one in the bedroom if you need to use it.
Yeah, but
I don't advocate suicide. I just want to point that out. But if you want to do it right now, I wouldn't mind watching.
We don't got a good camera for it, though.
Actually, I don't want you to commit. Let's just find somebody that really is down on their luck and just watch them do it.
Yeah, okay.
I need you, and you need me. I can't. It can't be the Good Ole Gamer podcast. Yeah. I don't want to be sitting here being like, "Well, fuck."
So Hearthstone is the Blizzard flagship card game based on World of Warcraft. Already, 0 for 2 on being awesome.
Well, at least he's honest.
Man, the game's nothing but the shitty cartoon graphics that WoW is known for. And I'm not talking about good cartoon graphics like Ori and the Blind Forest would be good cartoon graphics. So it was like an amazing cartoon. These were WoW cartoons graphics. It was like a shitty flash animated Saturday morning cartoon you'd see these days. Just really fucking shitty, half-assed done, no quality in it. The most annoying voice acting I've ever encountered in the game. Like I said, I didn't even bring you voice clips because it's so bad. I just wanted to direct my ears out, like just rip them off with a pair of pliers and shove them in the hole. Like,
God damn,
it was awful.
I'm gonna make a note of this just to be sure to stay the fuck away from this game.
He's got shitty, way oversimplified gameplay. Now, I gave Soulforge props for being, boiled down to the basic simple gameplay, but it did it in a good, creative way. It had lanes of attack that you'd send your monsters through and things like that. This is like Magic for babies.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you just play fucking monsters on the field, don't give a shit where they go, what they do, and you can choose to attack the other player's monsters or their hero. And the goal of the game is to reduce the other hero's health to 0, whatever health that would be. Nothing else to it. You could cast simple spells, or you could play shitty, uninteresting creatures. It's just oversimplified to such a degree. There's no tact or gain from it being simplified that much. It's just like, yeah, we tried. Sorry, guys. It's the best we could do.
This is all we got.
Well, they did it because of their fan base. They know that the WoW players don't really have any brain cells to rub together they threw them a game like Infinity Wars or Magic the Gathering, their heads would explode, and then they won't have
It
anyone.
looked like that scene off of, is it Scanners? Where that fucking dude's head just fucking explodes.
The cards or gold, which is the currency you use in there, they're earned by playing shitty daily quests that pretty much force you to play heroes you might not want to play.
Get 300 coins for your daily login.
Pretty much. I mean, Soulforge did it in a way like anything you did earned you a decent amount of currency every day. This, you can earn an abysmal amount of gold by just winning normal games. But your main way to get this free currency gold was to do the daily quest, which would require you to play heroes you might not want to play as.
Yeah.
If you wanted to spend money on the game, you can get like 5 cards for $1.50. Fucking ripoff. That's horrible. I kind of shit on Magic a little bit for giving you 15.
5 cards for $1.50?
5 cards for $1.50.
That's like buying a booster pack for $1.50. It's got 5 cards in it, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I didn't know any other.
And it's random, right? Of course. I mean,
you're guaranteed to get one rare.
Well, no shit. You're not even sending me a physical fucking rare card. You're sending me a digital one.
Yeah.
That'd be like somebody playing Pokemon the trading card game on Game Boy Color and being like, man, I'll sell you this fucking Charizard for $30. We'll data link cable it. Eat a dick.
I shit on Infinity Wars for not being generous with their game, and they're way more generous than Hearthstone.
So I have a feeling Hearthstone's about to get it.
It's a fucking cash grab piece of shit. Typical Blizzard these days. I'm so...
Uh-oh, here comes that next fucking email.
Yeah. I'm so fucking disappointed with Blizzard in general over the past few years. Like,
fucking jizzard.
they used to be one of my favorite companies, and they've just gone down this cash grab, pop culture horseshit road that they've taken.
People seem to like that shit, though. People seem to fucking dig that shit.
They do. I'm pretty sure that Heroes of the Storm is the same way. Hell, everyone loves League of Legends, and
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, look at fucking League of Legends.
It's
look
the
how big
same
of a
way.
deal that is.
At Dota 2, like if you play Dota 2, all the characters are free. The only thing you
if you play Dota 2 for 22 hours or 22 days, you'll fucking die.
But at Dota 2, like, all the characters are free. The maps are free. If you want to pay for something, you buy purely cosmetic horseshit that doesn't affect the game. Because that's how Valve is. They're a good company. League of Legends, and I'm pretty sure Heroes of the Storm is the same way because it's Blizzard. I haven't looked into it at all because I don't give a fuck. They're cash grabby fuck fest. You pay for this hero, pay for that hero, pay for this, pay for that.
Yeah.
It's just cash grabby horseshit.
That's just wanting all your fucking moolah.
That's what Hearthstone is. It's cash grabby horseshit. The only good thing I can say for the game, from what I've looked up and seen, is the metagame is not stagnant. And I don't know if that's a lack of the people who are playing the game to understand a metagame and and to compete, or if it's just that they managed to make a metagame that's not stagnant. That's not like 1 or 2 decks dominating everything. But Hearthstone is a big steaming pile of shit. I would recommend that you gouge your eyes out before you play it. Just stay away from it. If you want a digital card game, play Soulforge. If you want something quick and generous, play Magic. If you want Magic, you can't go wrong with Magic.
Yeah.
If you want something that really takes advantage of the digital format, and it's very competitive, and the metagame's not too bad, Infinity Wars, I think, is the best digital card game out right now. So Hearthstone's shit. Soulforge was the shit. Magic was a very tentative the shit, and Infinity Wars was like the gold standard of being the shit.
It's like the wonderful shit.
Yeah.
The shit that you use as fertilizer that grows you $1 million.
Yes, it grows you a bountiful harvest. Like
harvest.
Hearthstone's a turd. Stay away.
Turdstone.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second.
It's Hearthstone.
But anywho, I guess we can go ahead and we can take some calls and questions.
Yep.
Snake 682 777 good. Down
That's awesome.
Oh, I do. I'm still so appreciative of that.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Callaway.
That makes up for all the Phil Collins that's been on there.
Yeah, it does. And like he said in the song, 682-777 good.
Give
Call
us
us.
a call. You
Berate
know you
us.
should.
Yeah. Fucking love us, hate us, whatever the fuck your deal is with us. Call us.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed. Don't be nervous.
So, we got mainly some calls from Zangief this week.
He's got a couple rebuttals.
Yeah. We'll play the old calls just to give you some reference. Last week, Randall Stevenson. He called Zangief out on being a commie bastard.
I think he did. I remember this now. I didn't think about
Here's
this.
Randall's old call.
This is Randall Stevenson from Sarasota, Florida. I had a question for Zangief this evening. You commie Zangief bastard. I just wanted to know if you think your pussy-ass home of Russia will ever take this great American country over.
That was that.
He didn't say stay American.
Yeah, he did.
Fucking Randall, get on top of that, man.
Here's Zangief's reply.
Randall Stevenson. Does not matter. You will die. The only American who can talk to me like this is Guile. He can shoot the sonic boom. The only thing you can shoot is burps from Beer Belly. Do not talk to Zangief again, or he will kill you. This is only warning. Thank you.
And then last week, Blanca gave a call for Zangief.
I think Blanca's like looking for some.
Zangief, when you're finished with Bear, come to my house and watch Lifetime movie. It is a chance of a lifetime. Shirtless Robert Downey makes Blanca so horny. Come on over.
Oh God, that fucking noise he made.
Here's Zangief's reply.
Blanca, it is time to let bygones be bygones. And by bygones, I mean bye. You are gone. No more of this. We are done talking. You win the fight. I am done with you. Okay.
Oh shit.
The rivalry / romance might be coming to an end.
Blanca's heart might be broken.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. Blanca, if you're listening, you big green fuck, call us from Brazil and let us know how your love life's doing with Zangief.
I mean, if you're devastated and you're just needing some love, maybe one of our other listeners can hook you up.
Maybe we could put him in touch with Guile.
They won't be as muscle bound and manly as Zangief, but
they're still a lovable group of people.
Yeah. I'll hook you up with a real tall, skinny guy, and say that they're kind of like an apple in a sock, just hanging there.
What the fuck?
I think that could satisfy you.
Oh God. It's like a baby's arm holding an apple. Oh, that's fucked.
What in God's name is that thing?
My thoughts exactly. Oh, shit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Listeners, you guys are fucking slacking.
Give us some calls.
Like, we got one question to answer.
Oh, man.
I think, I've only...
Because we only gave them like a couple hours of notice.
Yeah, I mean, that's my bad, so...
Mine too.
But I think, we've had a lot going on. Dude, we're getting prepared for Good Ole Game Fest right now, and
yeah.
The heat is motherfucking on.
Yeah.
Like, so... We've had that going on pretty hard. Okay. We have 2 questions. The first one comes from Roger Allen, and he wants to know, what system do you guys want to collect for but haven't started yet?
All of them.
Yeah, Brandon's...
I've collected for them over the years, and then something would come up and I would just get rid of my collection. Like, last time when I had kids, and they've started destroying everything I own and love, I gave all my stuff to our friend Juice, because I'm like, it's better in your hands. I'd much rather you enjoy it than my kids destroy it. So
you enjoy it, they'll destroy it.
Yeah. Eventually, I will get back into collecting, just not right now.
That's a hard one for me because I mean, anybody that's seen my collection? Yeah, I'm a fucking hoarder on the shit. But I would really like my next big step is going to be cabinets. I think that's what I want to start collecting.
Yeah, I was going to throw out a Neo Geo.
See, I was going to say Neo Geo, but it's pretty much arcade.
Yeah,
system.
Might as well get arcades.
I would love to have a Neo Geo, but goddamn, dude, like $400 for a AES console, and then the games are still like $150 to $300 a piece. Because I mean, granted though, the games are a fucking arcade board and a huge ass cartridge.
They're literally arcade perfect.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the Neo Geo cabinets, you can actually throw Neo Geo carts in, and play.
That's cool.
Some of the older multi-card ones. I guess that would be mine, though. Mine would probably be cabinets, I guess. That's what I want to get into next. I want my whole wall in my living room area to just be fucking cabinets all the way down.
And once I get me a place that has room for it, I'm definitely getting some arcade units. I don't know. To me, that's like the holy grail of it.
Yeah, man. It's just something about standing up in front of the cabinet with the joystick and shit. You know, set your beer on top. Wear it out for a minute, then take you a sip. I love that shit.
You know, I'd probably leave that shit on all day just to hear the noise. This is the ambient noise of an arcade in my house.
I leave my barcade on sometimes, like with sound effects on, just because, you know, it'll be something minor. It'll show like a little scroll through of the level, and you'll hear, boom. Yeah. But still, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy that.
Like, you know, my wife enjoys the white noise of a fan when we go to bed. I would like the white noise of an arcade. Like, that's me.
Yeah, that'd be badass, man. Have like a Tempest machine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. I was going to look up. Somebody wrote to us about Tempest.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to read that on the air.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger just asked us a question now. I want to look that up because I was really happy that he wrote into us. We advocate that sort of thing, so I wanted to read his comment on the air to pass on. Well,
I'm about to get it.
Okay, I'll let you pull it up. Thank you, by the way, for sending us this, Roger. We're very appreciative.
Roger says, loving the podcast. Just letting you guys know after wondering about Tempest releases, the designer of Tempest 2000 made a successor to that game called the TXK on the Vita. Has some new parts and power-ups and plays absolutely well. So I'm going to have to check that out. I don't have a Vita, but...
I regret selling my Vita now. Like, when I sold mine, though, they only had like 8 games out for it. I'm going to write that down there, but thank you.
I know the Vita's got some good Phantasy Star online games.
Apparently, they've been releasing some pretty good shit for Vita here recently.
Yeah.
I got out of the loop, too. I got my 3DS, and I was just like, I don't need this thing anymore.
Man, I've been talking about Phantasy Star so much, I might have to go boot up some Phantasy Star 2 online 2 tonight.
Your dick's getting hard for it, ain't it?
Well, I mean, Vindictus has been stroking my Phantasy Star clock because it plays a lot like Phantasy Star Online. As this fantasy style, like medieval fantasy rather than futuristic fantasy. Plays a lot the same, though. You know, run through a level, kill a shitload of enemies, and fight a huge-ass boss.
Yeah.
Real monster hunter type.
Nice. Well, thank you for that comment, Roger. And thank you for your question.
Yeah.
And we're glad you're enjoying listening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've noticed that you're from the Huntsville area, so hell, maybe we should have him on one night. We're up for anything fucking new.
Yeah, we can even do Skype. That don't matter.
We got one more question. The dude that sent us the question, I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm not a big fan, but whatever. Listener Jeffrey Wiggennorth wants to know if there was a Good Ole Gamers movie, what would the plot details be?
Oh, fuck. I get pissed about something that doesn't matter.
It would be the typical thing like where maybe Good Ole Gamers is going big time, and one of us is all like, "Yeah, make that money," and the other one's like, "I don't know." There's some sort of evil corporation. Right off the top of my head, it would be some sort of like crazy adventure where a video game company invents like some sort of badass AI for a video game, and it self-realizes and starts sucking people into a video game.
Oh,
and
shit. Very like Bill and Ted's almost.
yeah, exactly. And the Good Ole Gamers, we end up being turned into a video game and having to find our way back to the real world or some shit. I don't know. It'd just be like some AI that takes the form of some crazy in-level boss, and the whole end sequence would be like a boss battle.
I end up getting like ported into some Blizzard game, and I just like make my way to the server of Blizzard and like electrocute the developers to death.
We figure out like
I throttle them through the monitor.
the giant beast, like we figure out is actually like it's a monster controlled by a person on the inside. We figure out you pull the Scooby-Doo thing, dude. You pull the fucking monster's mask off. It's Jizz Fan 1998. Yeah. Or Blizz Fan, excuse me, you cocksucker. But pardon me. Please don't come down here and wind kick me. Or
he'd be wearing the mask of a fat, smelly ogre, and we pulled it off, and he's still a fat, smelly ogre.
Even though he knew all that MMA, he was still ugly as shit. No pussy befell him. Yeah. We could, before we clock out for tonight, we can talk a little bit real quick about Good Ole Game Fest.
Yeah.
We had our first Game Fest meeting today. September 26th, Coleman Civic Center, 10 a.m. till
$10 to get in.
11 p.m. $10 entry fee, covers you all day long.
Yeah, you'll get a wristband and you can come in and out as you please.
Yep. We're going to have about 20 consoles set up with TVs, all for free play. We're going to have a few arcade cabinets, like a Donkey Kong, a MAME, a couple barcades. We're not going to have just a shitload of arcades. As much as we'd love to, it's kind of hard to pull that kind of shit together.
Not many of them will fit through the fucking door.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going to have those
some Oculus Rifts.
Yes, we're going to have 2 Oculus Rift demo stations set up.
And you know those guys' Let's Play channel offhand?
I do. I got to look it up because I don't want to foobar it. Yeah. Let me look. Our friends TJ and Casey, 2 guys I went to school with, good dudes.
Yeah, they run a Let's Play on YouTube, and they're going to be doing the Oculus Rifts. So if any of y'all want to get your dick wet on some virtual reality, this is your chance. They're going to be doing some, I guess, trial runs, I guess you'd say. You're going to be doing a demo, like a tutorial and a basic like roller coaster type thing. And if you don't vomit, then you can move on. Some people, like I probably would not do well with it. 3D in general, I don't do well with. I've always had motion sickness.
Well, he told us tonight he's got it set up where people that get motion sick, he's got like 3 things he said set up that to ease you into.
Okay.
There's going to be like some sort of, it's like, I think he said a Sicilian house simulator or something that's just basic shit where you look around.
The house, find the shitter.
Yeah, yeah. Though they have bidets in Sicily.
Fuck that. I want a butt douche.
Wash your butthole. And then they got, he said there's a roller coaster simulation that's fucking crazy. And then if you can handle like the motion sickness aspects of it, he's going to let people try some of the horror games. Hold on, I want to say it's Mark Plyer, but I'm not. I'm gonna ask him real quick because I don't want to get it wrong, you know. Because I really like these dudes too, and I like what they're doing. So it's like I told him earlier. I was like, hell, at some point maybe we could combine forces on this shit.
Yeah,
you know. Because I've been a pretty big advocate of us trying to start our own network. and
Yeah.
having like a big network of, similar interests.
Yeah.
All connected. So I just messaged him. But anyways, until he's get back with me, they're gonna have the Oculus Rift setups. We're gonna have the consoles, some arcades, tournaments, Mortal Kombat X, Pokemon Red and Blue, Nidhogg, Smash Brothers Melee,
Brawlhalla.
and Brawlhalla. We're gonna set up on the net in the next few days. We'll put a page up. I mean, it'll be up probably by the time y'all hear this, but we'll have a page up. It's like a pre-register page.
Yeah.
Where you can email us your pre-register forms, and you can just pay at the door and all that. We're going to have a limit of probably 20 entries for Smash Brothers to be able to, in the time frame we got anyways, to manage. So, there's a good chance that we will, for example, if we only have 10 pre-registrations, there'll be something on site. There'll be 10 open spots on site you can register. But
we're planning on also having some sign-up sheets for some impromptu tournaments.
yeah,
These will be free tournaments. I think we mentioned it earlier. So say if you wanted to do Mortal Kombat 2, if we get 10 or so people for Mortal Kombat 2, we'll throw that tournament. It will be free, no prizes, but we'll have fun doing it.
yeah.
We talked about GoldenEye. It's not going to be a paid tournament. There's just not enough interest in it.
If you doubt playing GoldenEye 2, fuck you. You ain't gotta play it. We've had a little interest on that. I don't really care at this point. We'll have a few games like that. We're gonna have Mario Speedrun Station.
It's Sega Bass Fishing. Those
Sega
two will
Bass
have
Fishing.
trophies. And there'll be some kind of small prize.
Yeah, the Mario Speedrun. I'm buying a Retron. Or I bought a Retron to give away as a prize, and I'm probably going to hook the Retron up to the TV, and that's what Mario will be played on.
Just give them all of it.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a thing set there where it's just like the winner of this tournament gets the Mario game and the Retron that you're playing this on.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to hook an actual... You won't get the Nintendo controller that'll be hooked up to it. So I'm going to put one of my personal NES controllers on it, because it's...
Yeah. More people are familiar with that.
Yeah, you know the feel of an NES controller.
The way it stabs into your hands.
Yeah.
It drains life from your body.
Yep. Just suck it up. Don't be a girl about it. Sega Bass Fishing. I have a trophy and
It's got a
something.
trophy.
Yeah, there'll be something
Most
else.
of the trophies are going to have like cups and kind of generic trophy things. Sega Bass Fishing has a big ass bass on it.
Yeah.
The Nidhogg is going to have a big guy on it that's fencing. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So come out and compete, win yourself swag. Like we said earlier, Vault is supplying some gift cards for prizes. So you'll have a chance to win a cash prize or a gift card prize for Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat, and Pokemon. And
Brawlhalla and Nidhogg will have cash prize based on the amount of entries.
Yeah, that's what we'll use the entry money for on that.
Cash prize and trophy.
Just come out and see us. We're gonna have a free screening of King of Kong earlier in the morning. If you've never seen that movie, we'll throw some chairs out in the middle and let you come and watch it. Gonna have gaming. Yeah, just come hang out and see us. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some vendors there.
If we do well enough next year, we're gonna have a really big one. I think.
I think the Blow Your Pod guys might come out. And I told Clay, I was like, I don't care if you want to set your little microphone up and y'all do an episode here at this. I don't give a shit. So there'll be something there for everybody. It'll be something we may fun.
Try to do if we rent the auditorium next year. Is like the closing. We might do an episode live there. That'd be pretty damn sweet.
That would be awesome. That's long-term goals, and that's the main reason we're doing this now.
If we can,
we're trying to see what kind of interest in it there is.
Yeah, if we can't do well with this room, then we can't do well with an auditorium. So, if this does well enough, we'll step it up next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I still wish we could find a bunch of people that were badass at Rock Band, and for the closing thing, just have like a Rock Band concert.
Yeah,
that'd be so fucking awesome. So if anybody's listening, you're a bad motherfucker at Rock Band. Let us know.
I used to be, but I'm not getting a console and everything set up to really.
Yeah. I don't blame you. But, I mean, it's coming. It's in the process, so... As always, though, you can find us at goodolegamers.com. That's our homepage of home base of operations. You can find out everything there.
All of our links and whatnot's there.
All your base belongs to us.
We're
there.
on YouTube and SoundCloud to tune in now.
You can find some Stitcher and iTunes.
Give it, subscribe to us, like us, comments, reviews,
share us, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your grandmama.
It helps a lot and it means a lot.
It does. We talk a lot of shit and we say a lot of things, but just in all honesty, we really do appreciate everybody that gives us. We've received a lot of positive feedback. We've received some negative shit too, but it's all in good shit. We need all of that, you know, and we're, whether you love us or hate us, we're still very appreciative of either one.
Yep.
When it boils down to it. And, you know, we like to say shit, but we're a fucking entertainment podcast. So, I mean, we're not going to sit here and just be kind-hearted the whole fucking time. I mean, Brandon tells you to fuck yourself in the first 30 seconds of each episode. So, you know. But, you can find us on all that shit. You can find us on Twitch, Good Ole Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, we got a few highlights on there now.
Yeah.
Slowly going to expand on that, maybe more in the future.
We might. I'm thinking about setting us up one of the YouTube gaming pages, too.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it's way better than Twitch from a lot of people.
Twitch was kind of shitty. I really hope that YouTube gaming catches on.
I heard YouTube gaming works fucking amazing, too. So we might try that. But, September 26th, Coleman Civic Center, 10 a.m., 11 p.m., Good Ole Game Fest. Come out and see us.
Yeah.
Come hang out, play some games, be a nerd all day. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Swapping.
Yeah, we encourage people, bring your shit. And we're going to set one table up that's going to have nothing on it. I'm going to have a sign that says trade table where you bring your shit. Y'all can line up, do your swapping, whatever. You know, no big deal. But anywho, 682-777-GOOD. Call us, leave us a voicemail. Leave us a question, anything your heart desires. Leave us.
Tell us how much you love us, how much you hate us. I don't care. It's
all good. Either way, we'll take anything. But, yeah, that about wraps us up. So, from us to y'all.
Game over, man. Game over.
Please don't go. The drones need you. They look up to you.